Andrew got down on his hands and knees. He put a dry sponge into the bucket. The bucket was full of soapy water. He squeezed the sponge. He scrubbed the kitchen floor. There were marks on the floor. There were spots on the floor. There was old food on the floor. He scrubbed the floor clean. Then he took the bucket into the bathroom. He poured the soapy water into the tub. The water went down the drain. He turned on the shower. He rinsed the tub. He turned the bucket over so it would dry. He washed his hands.
Emma went to the market. She needed to buy food. She needed brown eggs. She opened a carton of brown eggs. She looked at the eggs. None of them were cracked. None of them were broken. All the eggs were okay. She closed the carton. She put the carton of eggs in her shopping cart. She needed red apples. She looked at a bag of red apples. She looked for dark spots on the apples. She looked for wormholes in the apples. She didn't see any dark spots or wormholes. She put the bag of apples in her shopping cart.
Stephen was hungry. What could he eat? He looked in the refrigerator. He saw some orange cheese. He saw some yellow butter. He knew what he would eat. He would eat a melted cheese sandwich. He took the cheese and butter out of the refrigerator. He buttered 2 slices of bread. He sliced the cheese and put it between the 2 buttered slices. He heated the frying pan. He put the cheese sandwich into the frying pan. After 3 minutes, he flipped the sandwich over. After 3 more minutes, he put the melted cheese sandwich on a plate.
Kevin wanted to lose weight. He was getting fat. His stomach was getting bigger. He was gaining weight. He was gaining 1 pound every week. He had to buy new pants. He didn't fit into his old pants. He couldn't see his feet anymore. When he looked down, all he could see was his big fat belly. He wanted his belly to disappear. How could he do that? How could he lose weight? What could he do? He talked to his wife. She told him to stop eating candy. She told him to stop eating cake. She told him to walk up and down the big hill every day.
It is flu season. You must be careful. It is very easy to catch the flu. You should wash your hands often. You should get a flu shot. A flu shot will help protect you. But there is a problem with a flu shot. The problem is the needle. The nurse will stick a needle in your arm. Your arm will be sore for a day. Maybe 2 days. Nobody likes to have a sore arm. But which is worse, a sore arm, or a sore body? A sore body is worse than a sore arm. Do you want your arm to hurt, or do you want your whole body to hurt? Your body will hurt for a week. Maybe it will hurt for 2 weeks.
He was talking on the phone. The phone was on the table in the dining room. He was talking to his friend. They were talking about the weather. It was raining. There was a knock on his door. Someone was knocking on his door. He went to the door. He opened the door. No one was there. He went back to the phone. The doorbell rang. Someone was ringing his doorbell. He went to the door. He opened the door. No one was there. He went back to the phone. There was another knock on his door. He kept talking. The doorbell rang again. He kept talking. Fool me once, shame on you, he thought. Fool me twice, shame on me, he thought.
She had watched the news last night. The weatherman had said it was going to rain today. It was going to rain all day today. She got dressed. She put on her rain boots. She put on her raincoat. She grabbed her umbrella. She was ready for the rain. She was wearing her rain boots. She was wearing her raincoat. She had an umbrella in her hand. She walked outside. Something was wrong. What was wrong? It wasn't raining. Where was the rain? She looked up. She looked at the blue sky. She went back inside. She took off her raincoat. She took off her rain boots. She went back outside. She still had her umbrella. You never know about the weather, she thought.
Each November volunteers clean up the beach. Hundreds of volunteers clean up the beach. They carry empty trash bags. They pick up trash. They fill up the trash bags. They fill up hundreds of trash bags. They put all the trash bags into trucks. The trucks take the trash bags to a landfill. The trash goes from the beach to the landfill. Every year there is more beach trash. Every year there is more landfill trash. Jill picked up trash for 3 years. Finally, she said, people leave trash here every year. They know we will pick it up. We shouldn't pick it up. In a few years, trash will cover this beach. People will stop coming here. They will stop leaving trash here.
He drove to the supermarket. He was out of food. He had no food in his refrigerator. He had no food in his cupboards. He needed to buy some food. He hoped he would find a sale. A sale would save him money. He walked into the supermarket. He walked over to the produce section. The apples were on sale. The bananas were on sale. It was his lucky day. He loved apples. He loved bananas. The apples were only $1 a pound. The regular price was $2.50 a pound. The bananas were only 49 cents a pound. The regular price was 89 cents a pound. He bought 4 pounds of apples. He bought 4 pounds of bananas. Then he walked over to the dairy section. Maybe the milk was on sale, too.
He loved his job. He had a good job. He was a teacher. He loved to teach. He loved his students. He loved to teach his students. His students listened to him. His students listened to almost every word he said. His students learned from him. They learned how to spell words. They learned how to pronounce words. They learned how to ask questions. They learned how to answer questions. They learned how to think. He taught them how to think. Don't believe everything you hear, he said. Don't believe everything you read, he said. Don't believe everything you see, he said. Use your head. If something sounds too good to be true, it usually is, he said.